kids, what's going on? It's me. It's Uncle 16 Shooter. What's going on? So this is my first foray into just shooting the shit with you guys. That's kind of what I want to do. Oh, I swore in the first 30 seconds of this video, so there goes my monetization. That's all right. Yeah, I mean, I've done some news things solo before, but I just wanted to do this, open some stuff, take some questions from you guys. I wanted to float some things by you in terms of like going forward with some new ideas and stuff for the year, and get your feedback on that. But yeah, I'm open to questions here. So anything you want to ask me within reason, I am willing to answer. And in the meantime, I'm going to open up some stuff that I have is gathering on the pile over here. There's another pile over there too. So maybe I'll go pick from that one in a little while. But got a bunch of things to open. I got a selfie series from Hasbro. I have a couple of Vaders, an SHF Vader and a Mafex Vader, both of which I've taken a look at. I mean, the packages are, open to see what they look like, but I haven't really played with them yet. So, one of them is going to make the cut. I don't know. Mafex and SHF, I have not been able to pick between and just stick with one. I've got, the SHF Boba Fett, the Mafex Boba Fett, the SHF Mando, the Mafex Mando. So I don't know. I haven't been able to really just go with something. I mean, SHF seems to have more characters, but Mafex is getting fast, man. And Mafex is good stuff. So I don't know. Having a tough time deciding. Maybe you can help me with that. Maybe you've got some opinions. Let me see who's in the chat. We got 18 people in here already. We got Duck Collector. What's up, man? Rob Zamora. Kevin Boots with the $1.99 super chat. Nice shirt. Yeah. So the shirt. I'm gonna put this in the chat right now. I'll put it in there later too. At 8 o'clock, we're gonna be stopping about 7:55, so you guys can go jump over to Just Shelve It and watch Eric Treadaway, one of the Four Horsemen. Our first guest on Legion's Lounge is going to be talking with the guys, Curtis and Jesse from Shooting the Shelf. And that should be a good conversation because they've really been begging people to ask questions that, are not like, when's the dragon coming? Or, are there going to be werewolves and things like that. So hopefully you guys has formulated some good questions, or somebody has formulated some good questions. Have they formulated some good questions to keep that? I'm sure they have, to keep that a little more, a little different than the normal, it's always great hearing from Eric, no matter what. But, I mean, there's a lot of times where it's kind of like the same old questions. So it's going to be great to hear some new stuff. Kevin Boots, we got Paul Cronin, Joe Gonsalves. What's up, Joe? Dave Orkin, what's up, Dave? Angel is here. Cloud Foxwell, Maverick. Blake, what's up, Blake? Captain McKay, what's up, man? How's it going, man? I was just watching your video the other day of you opening some stuff. I didn't get very far. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back to it. It's in my watch later list. And you say, when I was doing 112 Star Wars, I was collecting a mix of Black Series, SHF, and those Bandai models. Yeah, I got some of the Bandai models for the Stormtroopers. Those are really nice, man. They're actually really pretty good. My problem is just, I mean, for photography reasons, it's really not hard to mix these characters. And even if they have to be next to each other, you can just kind of prop one up, and they don't really look on camera like that much bigger unless they're literally side by side standing next to each other. So I don't have a problem keeping them, but I just think it's kind of ridiculous that I have, a Black Series Boba Fett, Mafex Boba Fett, and an SHF Boba Fett. Like, one of them's got to be, they all have some good stuff for them, different stuff. So, but thank you. Yeah, that's Van Johnson. What's up, Purple Gang Gang? SHF Vader is better of the two. Mafex is my preferred choice, but SHF Vader. We'll see, man. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about the helmet. I'm all about the helmet when it comes. That's a weird statement, but don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about the Vader helmet when it comes to Vader. Like, just there's a certain look to it, and it's almost like, if you've been looking at it long enough. I mean, yes, there are measurements, there are specific things color wise that make it. I don't know if I'm loud enough here. More authentic, but like. It's kind of easy to spot when you first open them. There's one thing about the Mafex that I think it's the Mafex that I'm a little hesitant about, but yes, cloth goods for sure. Honestly, I gotta say, the Hasbro 40th, I think it was the 40th anniversary Vader is a fantastic Vader. I did a little bit more silver paint on the little triangle that is supposed to be a little more silver, and I put some sort of like dry brush scratching on it just to enhance the helmet a little bit. But that's with a good third party cape. That's a good Vader figure, man. The only problem is the hands. Like you've only got the gripping hand and like another like choking hand. Like you don't have extra hands for that, which sucks. But I mean, if you could retrofit some hands for that thing, and I haven't even really tried with that. Maybe I'll try that with these. Um, Rabbitstein Collectibles, Game Quest, Emerald Knight Photos. What's up, man? Purple Gang Gang themselves. Did someone say purple? I don't think so. I said Purple Gang Gang. I don't think that counts. You can't count your own name in that, can you? I don't know. We're gonna lose. Babylon Squared. What's up? Purple Gang Gang again. Diggs Figs. What's up? Maverick is here. Nice. Smoke him if you got him. All right, cool. Well, we got 28 people here. If you could hit that like, I would appreciate that. I don't know if. Okay, yeah, we got some questions coming in already. Appreciate you checking my stream. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I want to see some more from you too. I'm glad you're back. What is your process for cleaning your 1/6 and how often? Well, I can actually show you. Let me go grab it. It's something I didn't grab. Okay, so after many, well, about a year of dragging our vacuum cleaner down here, it's just a little canister vac, but it does a good job. But bringing it down here, vacuuming the room, every time I do snow or sand or just regular vacuuming, I got tired of that. I bought my own much cheaper vacuum for down here. It's fine, does the trick. But I found this thing. So if you can see this, so this attaches to your regular like sort of nozzle on your vacuum. I'm talking about like a handheld vac, like a canister vacuum that has like the net. I don't know, vacuums like the neck. You know what I mean? Like it has like a little like a handle, and then it goes down to the vacuum part. So this attaches to that end, and it's universal. I think all these attachments are universal. It fits my vacuum anyway, and it's just a little hose, and it's got this little brush on it that you can see right there. So this is nice. It's really soft, and I will regularly go in. I say regularly, twice a year. I do have an air filtration system down here. I have a Aranci air filter, and that does a great job, man. It runs automatically, like on low or high when it senses the air is a little. When I'm doing fog and stuff down here, it really ramps up because it just sucks all that in. But that keeps, like, you look at these shelves. These shelves don't have currently. They will plexiglass on them, and they're pretty dust free. I mean, I go once a week and I take a look, and they're good. But the figures themselves, I will vacuum with this, and it does a great job. It's not too, you don't put it on super high, so it's like pulling off buckles or things that are glued on or whatever. But it does a great job, so that's a really cool thing. So that's what I do. God, we're way behind here. I haven't even opened anything. Maybe we should just do questions. We'll see. I want to see the corgi. I can pull up a picture of the corgi, but I don't have the corgi down here, nor do I allow the corgi down here because I actually want to sell things and say that they are pet free. Plus, she sheds. She definitely sheds. All right, here we go. Let me share this. Am I sharing this? Share this tab instead. There we go. So this is my personal page. This is me and my wife up in the Adirondacks, and there's the corgi. There's my little blind dachshund. He's a good boy. He's like 17 years old. You don't need to see all that. But yeah, that's us. That's the corgi. She's awesome. So there you go. That's the corgi. Oops, didn't mean to bring that up yet. Can remove that. What else we got going? Okay, that's about Purple Gang Gang. Heard the Mafex cloth goods Cape on Vader is one of the best out there. Okay, cool. Don't know yet. Diggs Figs, after a kit lens and a 50 millimeter, what's a good prime lens to get, or just a good versatile lens? I so I have a tough time answering this now because I used a 40 millimeter lens nearly exclusively for years. The macro lens. The macro lens is good. I recommend getting if you're going to get a like a 50 millimeter or a 40 millimeter lens. I recommend getting a macro lens because it doesn't have to be used just for macro. It can be used for macro. So I mean, you can get the tubes for macro later on if you don't have a macro lens. So those work well. Go back and watch my discussion with Ian Saunders on Toy Photo Bomb from last month, from December. He talks a little bit about those tubes that he uses, the add-on macros, and he says they work great. I haven't experienced those, so I don't know, but you may as well get a macro lens. Like if it doesn't cost too much more, I would recommend the macro lens. But maybe a 90 millimeter lens. Tamron makes a good 90 millimeter lens for not too much. Generally, you're talking about a prime lens, but variable lenses, obviously, you're talking about prime because of the sharpness. If you've got a mirrorless camera, there are variable lenses now that are freaking amazing, man. I bought one. Granted, I dropped some money on this thing, okay, and I don't expect everybody to do that, but they're getting better and better to the point where I think at some point you'll be able to get a fairly inexpensive, maybe in a couple of years, variable lens, 24 to 70 or something like that. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing how good this lens is, man. I pixel pushing, you know what I mean? Like really zooming in there, you really don't see a difference between that and a prime lens. It's what I use almost exclusively now. But I would say generally a 50 millimeter is good, or a 40 millimeter. I like the 40 millimeter, but it's negligible. But maybe a 90 or 100 or something like that is a good one. I've been racking my brain on Legion's Con 2020 reveals, and I'm willing to put my money on Trevor will be. I don't know what that means. If you mean what I think I mean, I wouldn't hold your breath for that. I don't know. Not sure. I don't know anything. Again, like I try not to ask everything because I don't want to know. I definitely don't want to know that. Yeah, sure check. Yeah, just shoved it. I just showed this. This is his guy. I forget the Reb's name. Everybody, tell me what the Reb's name is. What's up, Stanley? What's going on? What's Stephanie? What's going on? Trying to catch up here. No. Nope. That's my job. Sort of part of my job. Kind of. Now, I do feel bad that I didn't work out some kind of clause with the Four Horsemen that says that every time somebody posts that they bought it because of the pictures, that I get an extra, $50 or something. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know how they would regulate that, but that'd be good. Yeah, this for Legos, that attachment is fantastic, man. It's great. Legos are, oh Jesus, man. Yeah, Lego City. I can't even imagine keeping up with that. Legos, they are dust magnets, man. That's the only thing in my room that really collects dust heavily is the freaking Legos, man. And they're the worst thing to clean. Rob asks what your wife thinks of your collecting. Does she just think you collect kids' toys and not actual collect? No, she knows. Believe me, she's been down here and she has, I think, a little bit of an idea of what some of the 1/6 stuff costs. I don't know how, but maybe I've probably told her it was like $150. I don't know if she's watching this now, but I think she knows that they're a couple $100. And she was down here once. It was actually at the second Legion's Con. I think it was the second Legion's Con. A storm came through New Jersey, and then it went into Long Island. We're right over, on the trajectory of the jet stream. And it was a tornado warning. So she literally took the dogs. We had 2 different dogs then into the basement here. And she just texted me. She's like, wow, you got a lot of stuff here. Like, yeah, I know. It's not. She doesn't like coming into the basement, so she doesn't really know what's going on down here. It's not a secret, but um, I may not let on exactly like every time I get something in. You know what I mean? I'm not like trying to hide it or anything, but I don't go and announce it and hold it up. It's like, hey, I got another hot toy. But well, here's the thing. I'm sure in a way, like she likes this stuff. Like she likes Marvel movies. We just watched Andor. She really liked that. She's not a she's not somebody who's going out and looking for content on it, you know, or watching YouTube behind the scenes or anything like that. But she enjoys it. You know, she likes sci-fi. She likes fantasy stuff. Um, it's usually via me, you know, like directing that kind of stuff. But it's kind of just recently she started asking me about, like, you know, I go to Legion's Con. It was the first kind of time I like talked about Legion's Con in a way that was like, yeah, these calendars came up, and she wanted to give a calendar to somebody she works for her because they're into the toys or whatever like that. So um, I think she's kind of getting an idea. And she's like, I kind of want to see this. Like, did people come up and ask you for selfies? I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, I take selfies with people, but like, yeah, occasionally people will want to take a selfie. She's like, I gotta see this. I gotta experience this. Like, I don't think she believes like that anybody really cares what I do. Um, I mean, she's very encouraging. Like, you know, like the Dark Wolf thing came out, and like, artworks on it and stuff, and like she's like, wow, that's really cool. Um, yeah, I think for a lot of people who aren't in the hobby, it's like, yeah, okay, okay, that's kind of cool. You know what I mean, and she's a big executive, so like, it's kind of like I'm kind of that meme of what's his name, the director. You guys are gonna have to help me with Taika Waititi and what's her name, standing over her shoulder, looking, uh, not Kate Blanchett. Is Kate Blanchett? No, who was it? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. The nerd meme, like me showing my wife the toys that I just bought. That's kind of basically it. Are you afraid of accidentally vacuum upping accessory? I have done that, but it's only been like a small toy thing. I'm gonna bring up some stuff here, so that we can do some of this opening that I said I was gonna do, because I did say I was gonna do that. So, um, oh, look at that! Look at that mouse pad. That's available on Etsy, along with some calendars. If you're interested in a calendar, there are about 20 left. You can get those there. So my Etsy, I can put my Etsy link up there in case you're looking for that. You don't have to go to it right now, but if you go to Etsy, look up 1/6 shooter. I'm on there somewhere. I'm not even signed in here, so I don't know. Yeah, never mind. Just look up 1/6 shooter. You'll find it. It's on my bio on Instagram if you're looking for that. But it hasn't been anything big, Wing. It was like it was like an axe handle. I mean, I may have done other things. There are things that I'm pretty anal retentive about. As soon as I get something open, the accessories go in like one of these art bin things that I get from like Joann's or something like that. And so I'm pretty anal retentive about keeping things like very separate. So I'm pretty good. The air filtration I've been planning to get is also, but a vacuum attachment is a good idea. Yeah, air filtration is great, man. Just an air filter. It's like a regular, there's plenty of companies that make them, but they really work well, especially if you got a small area and you get like a one that's powerful enough for that area, maybe just a little overpowered. Like there's no dust, man, and there's a lot of activity and fog and stuff going on down here and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, hell no, cloud. Yeah, cats are notorious shedders. Yeah, for sure. Greg, Trevor's on the air. Open the Batman, says Mike. Okay, all right. Well, the Batman. I want to show a couple things I did open like recently. So, Ken the Eagle, that's been sitting on my pile for a while, from Battle of the Planets, or the G for Gatchaman if you watched it with that. It was Battle of the Planets when I was watching it, and this was on at like 6:30 in the morning for some reason on Channel 6 in New York. Pix. If anybody's that old and remembers that. Pix. But yeah, I love this show, man. It was like really one of my first, definitely my first anime introduction, even though it was completely different from what the original anime was. Go watch Toy Galaxy's take on this if you have any interest in this show whatsoever. This is a pretty good figure. I mean, I wish that this was like some sort of cloth cape, but it's really cool. You get 3 different capes. You get the one where it's just like kind of folded down if you want them in a static position. You get a really wild, like kind of jumping out of the ship sort of cape that kind of comes over the, kind of I don't know, forms like an umbrella type of thing. But I like this one. This is cool. I'm gonna try and I'm trying to go down here and just get some questions. What's in the glass? Did I even pick up the glass? This is just Maker's Mark. I ice it down a lot. It's sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I get it. Whatever. It's Maker's Mark. It doesn't really affect me much, so I just might be used to it. What's your opinion on in-art tailoring versus custom, such as Yunsel? In-art is like on that level because Viper, the guy that they're working with on that stuff, he comes from that world. Like I remember seeing Viper in the chats. You know what I mean? Like he was one of the people that was like facilitating some of this stuff, making some of this stuff, working with Yunsel and things like that. Back then. So he's somebody that knows that world, and it is very, very good. You can nitpick stuff to a certain degree, but I mean, when you're talking about, 1/6 clothing, some people get a little over the top with it. I mean, there are some people who do some incredible stuff that is a couple $1,000s for an outfit. Like when I say that, people like shit, but like, the quality is very, very good. I mean, it's a leather jacket for Indiana Jones can go for $1,200 depending on who it's from. You know what I mean? Like there are some makers that are like just that high quality, and people value it. So it's a little crazy. So the idea when InArt came out and said that like we're going to do this Joker, which has been like a grail piece in the custom world forever, along with Indiana Jones, for $1,000, but $500 per figure because you got 2 figures for $1,000. I kept saying to people like this is like, if you want that type of quality, if you want that level of quality, this is a bargain. You know what I mean? For rooted hair and this kind of clothing and stuff, it's a bargain. It sounds stupid to say. It sounds maybe, I don't know if it's elitist to say, but like it just like you don't have to spend the money. Like you can go out and get a perfectly good Joker for less than that. You can go out and get the DX hot toy for much less than that, and it's a fine figure. You know what I mean? But if you want that quality, that's going to be. I'm gonna open up. What am I gonna open up first? I do want to see one of these Darth Vaders. I will open the Batman. I know we're already at 7:00, and I'm gonna run out of time probably, but I do want to open up one of these. Oh, this comes from the side here, so I'm gonna open up the SHF since everybody's saying this is the one. Very nice. That's nice. It's some nice artwork in there. I wonder who did that. Did they credit that person? That's really cool. Well, they possibly did, but it could be in Chinese. I have no idea. But yeah, tailoring is excellent. Yunsel's fantastic too. Yeah, we can, man. Yeah, definitely. We can get it before then. You know what I mean? Like, come out to Long Island, or next time I'm in New Jersey, I'll give you a call. Yeah, I don't have any boxes tonight. I know somebody was asking earlier. I think it was Kevin Boots. I wanted to try and go to New Jersey to pick up my stuff, but everything's not in, and those guys weren't in on Saturday. At least everybody wasn't. And I don't want to bug them. You know what I mean? I like to try and get the stuff, so I was kind of hoping to have it for tomorrow on Legion's Lounge, but we'll get it when we get it. It's fine. I'm not gonna jump the rails here. Greg says, if you had that enabler clause on FHM, would you get You would get so much. Yeah, I know exactly. Tell me about it. What are your thoughts on the Fury Planet animal figures? Oh my God! Well, Master Wang, I just put over on the table because it's been sitting like right here for the last month. They are Master Wang is excellent. I am trying to get a veteran William, Bakuro veteran Williams, somebody that might be in the chat if they're not enamored with it or don't want it in their collection. I'm not trying to force or push that issue, but I do want a veteran William now. I have that actual set for Mythic Legions from Sabadom, who made that sculpt. Um, all those pieces. He did one like it was a retrofit for Mythic Legions, so I actually have that. Ooh, oh, okay. Let's see that. But yeah, they're beautiful. That's my line. Come on, Thomas. Selfies. Yeah. My woman is the realtor showed up and she walked around the house. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the problem, man. You got to put that stuff away if you don't want to be seen. Um, it is. It's very good, man. She's fantastic. Yeah, she's really great, and she's super. Yeah, she is very supportive of everything. And that's kind of like it's a hot. The one thing I will say is she's a she's a fantastic. She's like I said, she's an executive at the company she's at. She's a fantastic person to have in that position. She's great with her employees. Really, she's a much better person than I am. She's excellent. But she doesn't have hobbies. She literally it was the weirdest thing. She texted me, I think when I don't know where I was at, but I was somewhere. I think I was doing a show. I think I was doing the New Jersey Toy Show. And she texted me. She's like, I want Lego for Christmas. Like now, this is not a woman who she likes puzzles and stuff like that, but no. The flower Legos. She saw them somewhere, and they're like a bouquet of flowers, and I'm like, okay. Like I literally got online and bought those right away because I'm like, okay, this is here's a route to some sort of like maybe future addiction. Um, she's not like that, but we put it together like over the course of like 3 nights, just like sitting there. It was great, like to work together on that, and it was fun to do something that was toy related with her, and she really enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I think she wants to do some more. Now I have like Rivendell that's still sitting in a box, so I'm thinking like maybe that's the next thing we'll do, or maybe we'll buy some more sets. Or we're not gonna go nuts. And I know she's not that type of person who's like gonna go fall down a rabbit hole and go nuts with Lego or anything like that. Uh, but she did enjoy it, so it was very cool to because the woman needs a hobby. She just works. Kate Blanchett was correct. Thank you very much. Yes, it was Kate Blanchett. Okay. Yeah. $1,200 nuts. I need somebody here to like run these comments while I'm doing this. This is a bad idea to try and do openings and do questions. Don't sleep on the pre-order for the. Oh no, dude! I got the rabbit. I got the pandas. I got everything pre-ordered. Yeah, I'm all about those things, man. I really like them. Uh, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Yeah, exactly. She's appreciates that I'm happy. She knows I work hard. Um, yeah, this YouTube stuff was a little bit of a. To this day, we still call it a thing. Like, you got a thing tonight? Yeah, I got a thing. Like, I don't know what to call it. You know, like, are you doing a show? Like, it's just a weird thing to say. Are you doing a show? But it's a show. I mean, what am I gonna do? Well, that's good. It's very yeah. Well, yes, Kevin, of course. um, yeah, the floral Lego it was fun, man. It's Lego is nuts, man. Those designers are like it's incredible what they put together. You put those things in a vase, and she did, and it's like, damn, that looks real. It's brilliant. I mean, there's new parts and stuff like that to it, but like a lot of it is just like kind of some basic Lego stuff or some of the stuff I've seen before in other sets and stuff, and it's amazing. Yeah, Rivendell. I don't have a place to put it, which is why I haven't bought it yet. Oh yeah, the bonsai tree is a good idea. That could be fun. Yeah, my entire life is a rabbit hole too, man, for sure. Oh, really nice. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. It is really good. Like I don't think she understood what it was, but she likes puzzles and games and stuff like that. So, like we've done those like mystery games, like the murder mystery games, and we've done the like the escape room games, like in-home escape room games. Tabletop things. They're fun. So yeah, she really enjoyed it. Better thing than an online collector support group. Yeah. Yeah. I thought about that. I saw it. I'm like, is that? I think if I get her that, I got to get some actual roses though. But she's so good that it's like Valentine's Day is not like it's like, oh, you better like blow my mind with some sort of jewelry gift or something like that. We're very practical people, and it's kind of like these manufactured holidays and stuff don't really mean as much as just like a random act of kindness or whatever. Um, yeah, it's incredible, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you look in the room and they're on the table, and you're like, damn, those are some flowers. It's pretty cool. All right, let me take a look at this. So here we go. Sorry, this camera isn't great. I could use more light over here too, I suppose. Um, Helmet wise, let me hold this up here. Let me just switch myself over. This is a better camera. Um, Looking pretty good. The shoulder. I'm not loving the way the head is sitting on the cape. The shoulders. I don't know if that's adjustable. Uh, it looks a little stocky. I'm just gonna pull the cape back. It looks a little. The neck looks a little short, and it's pretty. It's not really a lot of adjustment there. I don't know if it's the cape or if it's these shoulder pads that are kind of sticking up back here, or what is going on here. That's that. Oh, it's a wire. That's a wire right there. Okay. I mean, this might be futzable to the point where it's good. I mean, obviously he's in some like really terrible static position, but all right, that looks a little better with the head up a little bit. It looks good. Soft goods are nice. This wired cloak inside is nice. I like that it's wired along the bottom here. Sorry, I should be switching this again. Sorry. Yeah, I like that it's wired along the bottom here. So that you can, because that's the worst when it's just like this wire and not the wire all the way around. But really nice. Trying to say good evening. So this is the SHF, SH Figuarts. Um, yeah, pretty nice. There's something about the neck, man. The helmet looks really good. Um, I really wish I had more light on this. I can't do it at this point, but sorry. But the helmet looks pretty good, I gotta say. The eyes don't look red at all, but that may be. All right, they are a little red. Looking in the light behind me, they are. There is a tint of red, and it's not bad. Like that's a pretty good. That's the one thing I'm seeing in the Mafex that they're way too red. Um, but I got to take another closer look at that. But this is not bad. Um, okay, that's you get a little bit. Okay, you get some turn there. A little more than 90 degrees on the leg there. That's pretty good. Good arm movement. Double jointed. Looks good. You want that with a thick body like this. You know what I mean? Especially with like a sword wielding. I mean, I get stuff out of Mythic Legions all the time that people say like, oh, Mythic Legions just don't do that, but you can't get them to do that. But it is a much easier prospect to get when you've got a double joint. Um, and even this butterfly, I think he's got underneath here, obviously. Yeah, it's nice. I forgot it came with this helmet, so you get the cracked half Anakin. Oh no, that's the. It's not even half Anakin. Well, I guess it is half Anakin, but is this meant to be from Vader? It must be because it's on this side because it was cracked on the other side when it was Rebels. And it probably would look different if it was Rebels, but yeah, very cool. Nice array of hands. I don't know what this chest pack is. Is this like a damaged chest pack? Oh, yeah, it looks like it's scarred. It's got a scar across it. You can see it there. There you go. Nice. Pretty good. I like it. You can put it side by side with the Mafex one in a second. I'll be honest. I don't know if I'm getting to this Batman. I'll try, but it's 7:05. We got some time. I'll try. It's gonna have to go as quick as that. Um, oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Jesse. It was awesome seeing more than the name. I mean, the name is nice. It's on the bottom here with the credits and stuff like that. But just, I mean, this. Listen, as much as it's always awesome to be on, on the packaging and on stuff for Mythic Legions. I mean, if anybody knows me, they know Frank Frazetta is like a huge influence, and I'm just a huge fan. Uh, and just to be this close in proximity to Frazetta and have anything to do with, anything that his name is on, even though he's not with us anymore, like it's amazing. Unfortunately, I got a box when I ordered mine that's like offset, so it's like the artwork's offset. It's like nobody else I've talked to has this issue, and it's like all I wanted was like a perfect, box. So I think my boys Bill and Nate are gonna hook me up, and I think they got some extra ones, so I'll get another one with a good box. Let me see what else is going on here. Um, the crack sculpt does look pretty good. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't look as broad as he should be. You know what I mean? Like he was massive, and that head was, I mean, obviously it's a helmet on top of a man's head. I'm not sure he's broad enough. The SHF. I'm not sure. I gotta look at it some more. Um, the Kenobi Vader for the 1/6. Yeah, I'm getting it, man. You know my feelings on that show. I was not a big fan, but uh, I got this thing for Vader, man. I got a Vader collection. I have. I'm not going to spin my camera, but I have the Ralph McQuarrie full size helmet. It's a rare thing, signed by him. Amazing piece. I hate the term piece, but I said it. But yeah, I kind of have like this Darth Vader collection going, which once I redo this room, I'm hoping to have like just like a sort of a shrine there. So yeah, I'm getting it. I mean, I can't pass up a Vader. Um, yeah, you do, man. Blake's been buying everything I've been putting out, man. It's amazing. I appreciate it. I can't. I keep saying like Blake, you're ordering another. Do you have the wall space? Because I don't know where you have wall space. I don't have wall space for anything. Do I sell autograph Fire and Ice figures? No, I will sign it for you if you want to bring it to the next Legions con or the next con. I may be doing. I'm probably not going to do the next ToyCon New Jersey. Not have a table there because it's like right after. It's the week after Muskegon that I'm going to go to. So I probably won't do that as much as I want to. I don't know. It might be a little bit much. Again, wife's understanding, but it's like, hey, 2 weeks in a row, weekends in a row, I'm going to be gone for like 4 days. Even though she does that for business, but anyway. I have seen the Loose Collector Rocketeer. I was never like I liked the Rocketeer. I was never like that big a fan of the Rocketeer. Like the comics were cool, and I know that this is more of a comic Rocketeer. I just gotta. This is the year of like steering clear of things that I just think look cool, and even like I can convince myself that I could do a great photo with it, and it would be different. And then I get it, and it never makes it into a photo because I'm either too busy doing work or my default is like all these ideas I've had for, months or years for Mythic Legions or some of the other stuff that I have. So yeah, I'm really trying to control myself and not just like that looks cool. I got to get it. Yeah, Trevor. Yeah, dude. If they did Macquarie 1/6 figures. I think those would be incredible sellers. And I'm wondering if if the new what's it called? Hano? Hano, right? Is the new where they have the Wolverine, the cheaper level. I mean, I wonder if that's the place to do that because you're not dealing with um likenesses and stuff like that. So maybe they do something. I would love that. That would be incredible. I would be all over that. I don't. Oops. I don't have the Hasbro White Vader. When it was Christmas time and I was searching for some winter shots, I thought that might be a good idea. And then D Blake Makes was actually selling a print that he had done. Somebody else designed it, but it was like a snowflake Tie Fighter. And I'm like, oh, that would have been great if I had that White Vader. I could have done something with that, but I don't. I can't. Yeah, I kind of do now. I scoffed at it and made fun of it actually. So I don't know. Dude, Harold, you would love those, man. I don't want to be an enabler. Well, yes, I do, but you should just try one. Just try one. Just try one. Mike too. Mike needs to try one too. Yeah, absolutely. Have you picked up the Glavis Ringworld Mando? No. I don't even know what that is. Glavis Ringworld. Is that a custom? I think I've seen this. I think I know what you're talking about. I'm not that much of a stickler. Like this Vader, like I'm looking at it like with like a lot of Vader I kind of know, you know what I mean, but I don't look at everything with that sort of like jeweler, magnification eye, like that button is off by, like I don't really care that much even in 1/6. Like if it's fairly close, likenesses are another thing, but like I know people who go nuts getting, the exact right, like oh the scratches on Boba Fett's, right chest plate weren't correct and I have to go in and get it custom painted and I'm like, okay. I don't know. It's not for me. If it's for you, that's great. That's fine. The new blacks. Oh, the new black series is Glarvis. I don't know what you're saying. What am I missing? Oh, the Glarvis. Ring World. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. No, I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one. I'm slowing down on the Mando, man. It's another thing that I'm like have way too much of. If you look at the 1/6, you can't see it. It's over here, but no, over there. I got every figure from Mando from 1/6, and like I really feel like I don't need everything from that. Kragnar, yeah, man. Thygar's great. Um, he's great. Greg's doing great stuff with him. Yeah, Nate, good for you. Like, listen, buddy, here's the thing. I'm going to be rooting for the Lions because, you know, my boys are out, silver and blue, and I like an underdog. I like an underdog. And I hate the 49ers. So sorry, anybody who's a 49er fan. But as a Cowboy fan, there's just certain people you don't like. Yes, absolutely. All right, let me bring out the Mafex one because we do have some time. It's only 7:13. Does anybody else have questions like about anything? Like, ask me some questions, man. Like, you can you do whatever you want. You don't have to ask me questions. Mike says Lego is rumored to be making a White Vader 2. Wonder how crazy HT will get with this Dark Side line. Yeah, the Dark Side line could be. I mean, White Vader, maybe, probably. Who knows? Yeah, I'm into the Lions. The Lions, yeah, good for them. It's been a long time for the Lions. I feel bad for teams like that. I feel bad for teams like my team because it's been a long time for the Cowboys. I know everybody hates them. I understand that. I get it. But it's still been a long goddamn time. Angel says, oh no, Rob says, is this photography gig your full-time job? No. it's becoming more and more because I'm getting more stuff, which is cool. Um, but no, I do graphic design. I do some, listen. It has to be done by somebody. It's not the most exciting stuff, but I'll do websites and you know instruction sheets and whatever comes along. You know what I mean? I have a bunch of good clients that have been with me for a long time. It's not the most exciting stuff in the world, but it pays the bills. Um, this stuff is the fun stuff, and it used to be, strictly hobby. And like I would say, like I have to do creative stuff during the day, but then I get to do creative stuff at night that I really love doing. Not that I don't love that, in that it's a job, it pays the bills, and I put effort into it. It's just it's a lot of fun to do this, and so now once this became like a paid gig, I'm like this is kind of like the thing that people would talk about, like do what you love and you'll never work or whatever. But honestly it is work. It's work. Like it's still work, no matter what. It's still work. Okay, now I see what you're saying with the plastic. You know what? I mean, this doesn't bother me as much when it's stuff like this and it's meant to be sort of straight up and down. I don't necessarily need this billowing in the wind. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice option, but it's also like a pain in the ass to get, like on the SHF, to get it to sit straight and flat. Like it's like if he's standing like this, that it's just up and down. So there's good and bad and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like I get it. He's got the height. Like these legs look pretty appropriate. This right here, like, okay, I'm gonna put it next side by side here. Where did I do that? I'm gonna lose hands and shit. All right, let's take a like. Obviously, Mafex is a taller scale. SHF is a more true 12 scale, and then Mafex is more like that American 1/12 scale. I'm going to give helmet scale to Mafex. This is what I'm talking about, kind of like in the scale, the proportions of the body and the way the neck sticks up like that. That's Vader. That's Vader. There's not enough of a neck here. Like you see that neck. You see that turn when he's standing there, that little rounded area that turns into his chest. And you don't even see that on the SHF. Like it's not, like you have to try to see that. It's not even visible. And it's not painted silver the way it's supposed to. Well, no, I mean, I take it back. This is not the same Vader. This is meant to be the Kenobi Vader. So I have to excuse that and have to look at what that means. But it's paint wise and accuracy wise for the, like, these are too red. These eyes are way too red. I mean, I suppose in the right light they'll be fine, but they're almost like weirdly glowy. It's like too much. I've seen people paint the back of these, like take it apart and like paint the back of them like a silver or a black or something, like a silver black, and it's worked out really well. So the paint on SHF works, but the proportions on Mafex are really making me dig that even more. But it is a different Vader. We're talking about a slightly different model. Yeah, but overall, I'm just really liking the proportions on the Mafex. So now this is a problem. This is the problem. Like right here, bottom part not wired. I hate that. Like, because you can do this, and that's great, but there's no way to control all this craziness going on back here. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Oh, shit. I got a wire sticking out. Look at that. God damn it. All right. Quality control, Mafex. Not great. Not great. That sucks. But, I mean, I was probably going to replace this cape anyways, because it's kind of shitty. And I'm wondering if you can't even take these off and replace this with like a third party. Who the hell wants to do that? I get it. You pay a lot of money for these things. These aren't cheap. But if I can paint these eyes, if I can get in there and paint the back of these eyes to bring that down a little bit, and if I can get a new cape, I'm going to say that probably Mafex is the winner. And Mafex has been the winner usually for a lot of these things. I mean, I've hated the way they've done the Mando guns and things like that. It's been horrendous to try. But SHF isn't really much better in terms of putting things on and taking things off. It's kind of a pain in the ass. You don't get that second head, but again, it's not meant to be the Kenobi Vader, so you don't get that. I'm wondering what these heads look like if you could swap them. See, look at that net. I mean, I guess they changed it, but you really don't. It's there. I don't know why you're not seeing it. I think it just sits too low. Like, if it sat like there, I think this would be a winner. I wonder if there's a way to get a different peg. There's probably somebody making mods to this. It just needs to sit like that much higher. Like, it's there, and it needs to be like there, and it would be better. It's just way too squat. You know? Yeah. Well, anyway, so far, Mafex is winning on this one. I don't know. We'll see. What does everybody think? In the chat, who's got this? Who's got this one? Let me catch up. Yeah, Scott Summers becomes exactly. This is the newest one, so I guess this is a reissue. I don't even know. Where's the box? What did I do with the box? So this one. This is the version 1.5. So this is the reissue. Yeah. So this is actually going to stay together and not fall apart like all the old Mafex used to. What's your vacation? Well, this is a loaded question. So we have like a very old, I mean, you saw the dachshund, he's blind. He's like 14, 15, maybe 16. We didn't even know. We rescued him, but it's hard to get away. It's hard to find somebody who can stay with a dog that needs the kind of medication that this dog needs. We are working on it though. But if I had to pick anywhere in the world, it's going to be strange to a lot of people, but I've been there before. I would go back to Scotland in a heartbeat, in Edinburgh. There's something about, I don't know, I have this pull to that region of the world that's just like, I think it's like my love of fantasy and stuff like that is just feeling like, you know, that's kind of the origin of that, just that time period. I mean, I know, you know, that wasn't the same. It's not Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? It's not, but it's just, you go there in those mountains. I mean, it's just, it's unbelievable. I mean, yeah, we have the Adirondacks upstate, and I have a place up there, but like, it's not the same. Something about I think it's just because it's overcast and foggy, and you know, it's great. Yeah, they're very bright. So what about younger Trevor? What were you doing? Were you always into photography and always collecting toys? Oh, I was into collecting toys. Yeah, man, I was a nerd for sure. I still have it. Some of you have seen this. So this is my Darth Vader case of, hopefully I don't spill this all over the place. Very carefully. So these are all my original. What happened to? Oh, I took Boba Fett out to display. So this is all my original figures. These are stuff that I collected from Stormtrooper as a kid. Man, these are all my figs. And I got all the guns because again, I was anal retentive. I even put those away when I got them. Got really upset when I lost the Stormtrooper gun one time. Yeah, I was collecting all that stuff. Photography, no. Like, I'll be honest, like in college, when I went to school for graphic design, I had to take a photography course. I fucking hated it. I hated, this was back, I mean, there were digital cameras, but they were really, you know, low grade digital cameras. So you still had to go in the dark room for film and stuff. And I hated the non-immediacy of it. Like, I would draw back then. Like, I was all about drawing. Like, even in terms of like computers, I didn't take to them right away, and then by the end of, by the time I was done at the last couple semesters, I was assistant teaching a Photoshop class because I suddenly figured out that it was amazing, and I had to take to it. So, but yeah, I wanted like the immediacy of drawing and stuff. So I think that's now like with digital, like being able to. I think if we'd had digital cameras that were any good and worthwhile taking a picture with and printing something out with, I think I would have taken to it a lot better. But since we still were, it was kind of I was on the cusp of when that was going to be an acceptable thing, and you'd be able to print a quality print with a digital camera. Um, you know, so it, yeah, I didn't take to it. I didn't love it. Um, Hey, what's up, Greg? So ready for Poxus, man. Me too. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Oh, you got your label already. Wow, nice. Why does the Star Wars retro line still exist? Can someone explain it to me? I love TVC, but are people collecting? Yeah, the retro is weird, man. I don't really know. I mean, I guess some people like that aesthetic. Like, I mean, I love those toys, like those original toys, but I'm not one of those people that, well, as of yet, I don't know. I don't have a display for them, so maybe if I have a display, I'll need to get all, what were there, 50? I don't know. I don't know how many there were. The original line before it changed. Um, but yeah, the retro, the retro, beat up card thing. I don't know. Just doesn't work for me. It's cool to see like Boba Fett and Mando in that sort of style, but I don't know. It's not for me. Yeah, man. I was up there, man. Yep, it was great. We camped out under just on a lake, some mountains over us. It was mind blowing. Yeah, we went to Loch Ness. We went to Inverness. Just, oof. I mean, Edinburgh, and I know I'm not pronouncing that, with the Scottish accent on it, but like, it's amazing. It's a beautiful city. If you ever get the chance to go, just go, man. It's incredible. Um, yep. Yeah. Yeah, the churches. I mean, it's unreal like what Europe is like in terms of history. Like we look at stuff here, you go to Massachusetts and you look at or you go to Philadelphia. It's cool. It's great. It's great to see that stuff, but like it's nothing like just driving down a street and seeing like a sign on a house. It's like, 1643. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, that's insane. I mean, it's just crazy. Um, I'm not gonna bring that one up, Mike. Uh, you found my OG land speeder. Do you still have it? Stickers are probably all over the place, though. I know there were stickers on there, like the damaged stickers and stuff like that. Is it in good condition? I would love to have that. I got the little Hot Toys land speeder up here, and then the Jazz Inc. land speeder. You can't really see it, but it's up there. Yeah, I know. No, I didn't swear to destroy it. Um, but again, like it just wasn't for me. Like there were real photography nerds that love to be in the dark room and you know play with the dodging and burning and stuff. And I was just like, I don't know. Oh, thanks, Cap. Appreciate it, man. Love your work too, man. Cap's great. If you're not following Cap Lives on Instagram, man, definitely go follow Cap Lives. Excellent. I hesitate to call you an ACB artist, but you are in that vein, like, and it's great. Oh, it's me too. I mean, like, we try to do practical stuff, so, yeah, Cap is awesome, man. Cap is always being featured on the ACBA, and if you're not following articulated comic book art, definitely go there too. But thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hey, Trevor. First, you're awesome. Okay, and a stable. Okay. Thank you. What's one thing you would tell someone wanting to get good at toy photography? One thing. If I had to boil it down to one thing, I don't know. Like I would say, look. I love that more people are doing BTS, behind the scenes stuff, with their photos, and I would say more than yes, look at the photo. And one good thing to do is to try to, like, if there is a BTS, before you look at the BTS, try to break down in your head how this was set up. Like look at the photo, think about it on the table and where the lights might be placed to create that scene, and then look at the BTS and see if you're right. Almost like a quiz, like you're quizzing yourself, um, because you're going to learn that way. You're going to learn, what makes this. I mean, a shot that looks great, and you're like, wow, I really want to do that. Like, try to break it down. Try to look at it, and go, okay, if I were setting this up, where would I be putting lights? What would I be doing? How is there light falling on this one figure, but there's not light falling here? Maybe they put, a flag, meaning like a black piece of paper or cardstock or whatever to block the light from hitting this area, but it's hitting the figure. So break it down. It's like giving yourself a quiz. Like break it down. Studying other people's work is like the best thing you can do. Looking at videos for anything from portraiture to product photography. I mean, a lot of what we were doing, I think about today, is like it's kind of cinematography too, because we're not just taking like a portrait of a character necessarily. I mean, a lot of 1/6 shots are portrait shots, but you're trying to create a scene, and that's more like movie lighting. You know what I mean? As opposed to necessarily a lot of photography lighting. There are some people who set up elaborate scenes in real life photography and stuff that do the same thing. But yeah, I would say look at some BTS and really study it, like as to why this light is working on that shot and how it's working on that shot, and ask questions. You can ask me questions. You can ask the people. I'm not going to speak for them, but like people are generally open to answering questions. Uh, oh wow, yeah, I would love to go through Japan, man. I want to go to Japan for Star Wars Celebration, and my wife is actually like, okay, now whether we can do this and get away, I don't know. It's the getting away part. It's not even the like, can we afford it or can we do it? It's like getting away. Wow, that's insane. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. It's nuts. Templars, crazy. What is the first album? Oh boy, this is going to be bought for myself. I'll say bought for myself because other people bought me albums back in the day that were just like, why do I don't like Air Supply. Why would I want this? Or Michael Jackson. Like I at the time I didn't like Michael Jackson. I mean, I just wasn't into it. He's incredible, and I very much respect his music. Same with the Beatles. I grew up not really caring for the Beatles, but in retrospect. So probably the first album I bought for myself was probably Black Sabbath, Born Again, which is not the greatest Black Sabbath album in the world. Was it Born Again? No, it must have been. It must have been Live Evil. It was Live Evil. I think it was Live Evil. Maybe it was something before that. I don't even know. Who knows? It's too long ago. But I liked all sorts of music. But I was really like a metalhead when I was growing up. Ooh, awesome, man. Well, I mean, you want to ship it down here? Come on down here. Tough question, Nate. What was Nate's question? Oh, that was Nate's question. Okay, sorry, Nate. I didn't see that. Yeah, I can't think of the first concert I saw was Black Sabbath, Born Again. So that was Ian Gillan from Deep Purple singing with them. It was a weird era of Black Sabbath. I liked it. I still think it's an underrated album, but it was strange. It was definitely weird. What's your secret to no wrinkles? I put the touch up your face now. I'm I don't know, moisturizing. I'm not really sure. They're there. I mean, they're there. Probably because I put on too much weight over COVID. Just puffed them all out. Yes, Angel, exactly. Yes. Yep. I totally agree. Totally agree. Yeah, go check up Cat Lives, man. Cat Lives is awesome photography. If you're not following him, I'm gonna get him on Toy Photo Bomb one of these days. I got to get some more ACBA guys on, and I will. I promise. 7:34. I'm gonna do this Batman. I will show you my selfie series next. What's up, David? What's going on, David Williams? Did you think Sideshow Bob would make? Do you think Sideshow Bob would make a Godzilla? Am I missing a Simpson reference here? Because it's been a while. I was an avid Simpsons fan, but I don't remember that. I don't remember that one. What type of affordable lighting do you recommend? All right, this is something I'm prepared for. Here we go. All right, so affordable lighting. These Wii lights, I think, are excellent. Now, these are RGB self-contained, so if you turn these on, um, ooh, sorry about that. You get blue. Let's see if I can turn that down. It's only 10%. 10%. This is one of the things I don't like is you can only get to 10%. You can't get it any lower than that. It's not as bright as you're seeing there, but it is pretty bright. I would love a little less light on that. But these, for the price, I think these are. I think at this point these things are like $40. I could be wrong. They are on my. If you want to go on my things I use on link on my link tree on IG. Full disclosure, I make a little, not much. I think I got over a year. I got like a $20 gift certificate. It's a gift certificate. They don't even need to check. You gotta buy more shit from Amazon. But I do make a little bit from that. But they're on there. But yeah, you can go down and you can change. The hue of this, RGB. This is what you want to get. I've got these things, which I was using for a long time. These are going to be even cheaper at this point, Amaron, but they come with these little gels, so you have to pop the gel in there. It's real simple. Magnets, it's great, and they get a little bit lower. So like you can get a little less light out of that. I know nothing is like really coming across down here accurately, but and this might be pretty bright actually. I might have to take that down. That's the lowest point. But these are really good and they last a good long time. And you can get some. I keep them around because I actually like some of the gel colors. It's hard to reproduce some of the stuff in RGB, just the subtleness of some of these colors. So I use these as filler every once in a while. I'm using these less and less though. These are newer. These were on sale over the holidays, so you could watch these, but these were, I don't know, I want to say between $50 and $60 a piece. These you can control from an app, which is excellent. Dialing up colors from an app on like a color wheel is the greatest thing in the world. Not having to click, you can click the buttons on these things if you want to, but not having to incrementally change, look at the color, change the next mode. That's a pain in the ass. So these are great, and this is like a diffuser that comes off. There is another diffuser on here, but this is kind of a cloud, so you're going to get some light spilling around this. If you don't want that and you want it to be more direct, you can take it off. Really, really nice lights. Highly recommend these. These don't come off, I don't think, so you're kind of stuck with this. I don't think this comes off. I haven't tried it. But you kind of want a diffuser on there anyway. I haven't used a light that I really wanted like hot direct LEDs, raw LEDs hitting my set, so it's fine. But these are really good. They're pretty bright. Good battery life. And again, the app control is fantastic. And then, there's Lume Cube panels. This is the RGB panel, I think. I don't know. This was an early one. I don't know if they've changed this since, but my problem with this thing, and, Lume Cube's great. These are fantastic. These are the brightest things you're going to get. I don't know about the Ulanzi ones that are out there. I don't have any of those, but if you want super bright, like sunlight replacement lights, I guess the battery's dead on this one. This is what you want. These are great. Plus the things like the barn doors and the snoots that you can get for these things, and the diffusers and things like that, and the gels. Really good, but they're pricey. Batteries, they get really hot. Batteries don't last forever. You get an hour out of them or something. But this RGB panel, my problem with this is when you go to turn it off and you turn it back on again, you got to reset your color. So you got to write down your settings, or else your color is going to be different. Why it doesn't keep the color in memory, like all these other cheap lights, even this thing does. that. Like you could turn it on and it'll be that same blue. You know what I mean? I can turn it off and I turn it on and it's the same mode and the same blue. And this expensive Lume Cube, you turn it off and it loses the memory. It's wacky. So as nice as the size of that panel is, and you can control it from an app as well, I don't really recommend it. And then I just have these little stands. I use some things that some gooseneck things. If you look at my videos, I show what those are, and then these just little Jerobi. What are these called? Something like Jerobi or something like that. Stands. Good. Right. Yeah, metal, man. Still like metal. I mean, I like a lot of things. I like Frank Sinatra. I like the Beatles. I like you know, some contemporary stuff too, here and there. I don't think music is as good as it was, but there are exceptions. Beauty tips. Yeah, exactly, Rick. That's the problem. The production was, and I think that was Rick Rubin too, wasn't it? It was not good. I've heard a remastered version of it, and it's much better, but it's still a good album, man. Oh, thanks, man. You're great, man. I mean, you were great to begin with, but yeah, I think putting yourself out there for that kind of stuff can really help. Um, if you're open to it, like again, like the articulated comic book art guys are great. I'm going to show you the selfie series real quick, and then I'm going to try and open this. So that's me. So this is, I got to be honest, I'm not thrilled with this thing. I tried it like 3 times to get it to when it showed me what I was going to look like. I was like, yeah, that's bizarre. I kind of look like a monkey. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't understand like all the darkness around the eyes, and then everything else gets really light. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, even the shape of the face is just weird. I mean, it's not going to get your shape, so I think like something about that's just, yeah. I'm a little disappointed with this. I did get the sale price when they had it like going for a cheaper price, so that's cool. But yeah, I just need a hat. That's what I think. I think I just need a hat, right? I just need to be a stormtrooper with a baseball hat. But I don't look like that even without the hat on. So like, I don't know. It's not great. No, I can't get it back in either. It's pissing me off. Oh, there we go. Oh my God. Design people, come on. This box. What is this? What are these little flaps? Like, what is the point of that? Insane. Just getting it back in the box. Jesus. All right. So there you go. Kind of crappy. Here, I'll put it up to the big camera. Clean camera. Yeah, it's a little bit better there when it's not blurry. It's not bad. It's just creepy. I don't know. It was on sale. Thought I'd give it a shot. Thanks, Laura. I hope it means it's horrible because it doesn't look like me at all. All right, let's. This is gonna be nuts. I didn't think this through. I don't know if you can hear me. I didn't think this through. Look at the size of this thing. There it is. So this has got the signal with it, right? I mean, this is crazy. Yeah, what else were you gonna get? I mean, I don't know. I don't think I would have fit anything else. Like, you got to get something iconic, right? I do look a little spooked. Yeah, it's weird. Yes. Oh man, like I'm gonna bring that up tomorrow, man. I thank you very much, man. That was incredible. I can't believe the amount of heads you sent me, man. I will shout you out tomorrow because that was incredible. I really appreciate it. just asked for that one, and like you totally hooked me up. That's Corey Schotzenhofer, Schwarzenhofer. Sorry. Um, it's amazing. Like he sent me all these heads, man. Incredible. Like 7 things. I hope you don't mind if I might give one of those away tomorrow. Like there's a lot of them there. I didn't think you were gonna paint them either. I didn't need you to paint them. They really I appreciate it very much. But I will shout you out tomorrow for sure. So anyone expecting anything better than that from Hasbro? Yeah. What are you gonna get? Maybe I'll put the head on Vader. See what that looks like. You did not miss the Vader, the Batman. I'm gonna have to do this like kind of off screen. Maybe just pull out the Batman. I got shit all over the place now. I just cleaned up my room. I've been really like trying to get stuff put away, and I hear my dog barking upstairs. And we are almost out of time. We're at 7:45. I'm gonna wrap this up at like 5 of, so we got about 10 minutes. I'm gonna show you this really quick if I can open it up. Trying to get the tape off it here. I didn't bring a knife. I didn't bring a knife like an amateur. I pre-opened up some of these things, but I didn't do this. All right, I will take this. Holy crap, man! This is huge. Jesus. All right. I'm gonna ruin the box. Oh, I'm knocking stuff over left and right. Oh boy, hang on. Crack isn't showing. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm gonna have to move this camera up. I'm gonna have to put this on my lap and take it off and bring it out when I open it up. This is huge. Wow. So there's stuff in the upper panel here. 1/6 unboxing is an art, man. Like this is a whole thing, man. Yeah, we got 50 people here. If you hit that like, please, I would appreciate that very much. And I put the link in there before. I think I got it right here. After this show at 8 o'clock, Shooting the Shelf right here. Just Shelve It on the Just Shelve It channel. Have Eric Treadaway, one of the founders of the Four Horsemen, the sculptor of everything that you have on your shelf, pretty much, and the designer of this world that you love if you were a Mythic Legions fan. So go watch that. That's going to be a great show, for sure. And subscribe to the channel because it's a great show, man. It's a fun show every week. As much as I give Curtis shit, I love Curtis, love Jesse. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it looks good too, Cloud. Hey, what's up, Moz? Speaking of Moz, there he is. All right, yeah, let's take a look at this thing. So here's the. Jesus, look at the size of this thing. This is nuts. Why I got this signal? I don't know, man. This is look at my hands and the size of this thing. This is I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I got 2 Batmobiles. I have the 66 Batmobile and the Tumbler in boxes still that I have to put up on the shelf. I've been seriously thinking about getting the Jazz Inc. Batmobile from the Batman. The Batman is like my second favorite Batman movie of all time. Dark Knight Returns, The Batman, and probably the first Batman Nolan movie, Batman Begins. I love this movie. I know it's like people are divided on it. I think it was fantastic. I think it was excellent. I think it was fantastically written and acted, and I think he makes a very good Batman. Very much like what people said about Heath Ledger as the oh, that's not a good start. Heath Ledger as the Joker. I think he nailed it. Don't know what that. Oh, that's boy. Everything's falling apart. Excellent. Excellent work there, Hot Toys. Let's take this off his neck. There we go. Is this magnetic? Oh, it's magnetic. That's why. Okay. All right. I'm going to hold this up to the better camera here. Swap this out. So there we go. I know the lighting isn't fantastic here. Again, I'm turning this down to keep like the ring light on. Bring it close to the ring light. That's not helping. I think this likeness is excellent. Lots of talk about this neck. I mean, Mike knows we've been talking about it on the on our Hope Show chat group. Cape is a little. I don't know if I love this material. Uh-oh. What the hell was that? Okay, there's shit falling off left and right. That's not making me happy. I don't even know where this goes. Good Lord. All right. Well, put that in the box. But the detail's really nice. This cape is a little. It's like crepey. Like really thin. This looks. I don't know, man. That's kind of cheap. I'm not happy with that at all. Huh. Not what I was expecting. Now, I've seen nobody talk about this either, but this material is like really. Like, look at that. Like, look at the seam. You know what I mean? Like, look at the roughness of that seam. That's terrible. This feels like. I don't know. This feels like a cheap toy, man. That's not good. Damn, I've heard nobody talking about this. Is anybody else? Pleather is one thing, but it's like thin, crepey material. Like it's just like, I mean, I get it that it's meant to be like a leathery, thin, leathery thing, but first of all, this isn't wired. Again, another thing where this isn't wired. Now, I don't always love that wired when you got a lot of folds and stuff because it's kind of a pain in the ass. So maybe with Batman, it's better that it's not. But the wire feels thin in here, like real kind of like, futzy and not very solid. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that at all. Cheap down the cape that gives that wingsuit. Yeah, the wingsuit everyone wanted. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Like, who wants that wingsuit? It's weird, man. I'm a little thrown off because I haven't seen anybody talk about that yet. Like, there's no heft to it whatsoever, so it's not hanging, nicely by itself or anything. This is going to be like one of the first things I see people talking about the neck being not accurate, and I'm like, forget the neck not being out accurate. This cape is just not great. I mean, it looks okay. Like visually, it looks good, but it just feels cheap. I don't know. Body looks good. It's nice detail here. Yeah, I still got the plastic on the boots. Thank God they stopped taping these things up too on Hot Toys, that you could just like pull them off. That was the worst. If any of you have had Hot Toys and had them taped up and you're trying to open it up and like there's tape all over them. The magnet could be a bit stronger in the head. Good Lord, this is like I can just like shake this around and yeah, there you go. not only the head fell off, but the faceplate fell out of the head. Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't know about this. It's real light, man. I like the likeness. I do have the in art coming because I wanted to I was expecting to like get this and then sell this, and buy and just keep the in art because I'm probably going to keep the in art. It's probably going to be more accurate. It's probably going to be better quality. But I did want to see what it looked like, and I'm like that, do stupid shit like that. But it's got different, it's got different expressions. The face plates. So you got, grimacing. That looks pretty good. Inart's going to have the same thing. Semi-grimacing, talking. I don't know what that is. I'm vengeance. Maybe that's I'm vengeance. And you do have the Bruce. Let's see what the Bruce Wayne looks like. Okay, so there's Bruce. It's one of the things I loved about this movie is like it's a stupid thing, but just that they had the makeup in there. On his face, like no other movie. Like you take off the cowl and like, oh, your eyes are just all clean. Like that's stupid. That looks pretty good. I think that's a pretty good likeness. I love this hair. I did get the rooted hair from InArt, so it's probably going to be much better. But yeah, there you go. So there's Batman. Hope you're all happy. Boy, this magnet. Look at this. Like when I just set this down. There's something preventing this from... This is terrible. It's really light. Is this supposed to come out? No. Man, I need a stronger... Look at that. Let me just switch this. Like, I just put it forward. Look at it. Just... Wow. That needs to be stronger, man. You got to use some rare earth magnets or something, man. That's terrible. All right, well, I don't know. I was kind of expecting a little more from that, but, it's cool. Sorry I couldn't take it all apart, but we are running out of time. It is 5 of 8, and I do not want to go over and take up shooting the shelves time. So, any other final questions for the last 2 minutes of this thing? Looks cool. No, it's not. Maybe the magnet got wet. I don't know. Maybe. It's very rainy in Gotham. All right. I'm not seeing any other questions. If you got one last question, I could probably answer something in the last 2 minutes. If not, whoops. Wait a minute. Where'd everybody go? Apple. Legion's Lounge tomorrow night. I think what we're going to be doing, we're pending a guest, but I think what we're going to end up doing is doing more of an audience appreciation type of thing, like something like this, and having you give some questions, ask some questions, have some people on here and there. So tune in tomorrow night. It should be fun. It's always fun. What are we supposed to do for 2 minutes? Go get a drink, Laura. Go get some, go to the bathroom. You don't want to miss any of that. You don't bring your phone to the bathroom or anything, right? Because, right? All right, Cloud. Yeah, you jump on for sure. Again, here's the Shooting the Shelf link in the chat. Go watch those guys in 3 minutes with Eric Treadaway. Yeah, I will try my selfie on some different bodies for sure. And I'll give him a hat. But yeah, go watch that. It's going to be a great show. So go check that out. And we'll do this again. And maybe I won't, open figures. Because this was a lot of work to open figures and answer some questions. Well, we did it. We did everything that I said we were going to do, or almost everything we said we were going to do. So there you go. Got that. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining me. I appreciate it. We had like 50 or so of you in here, which is fantastic for just a random day. I did want to talk to people about like memberships and things like that for the channel, but we'll do that on another day, and we'll talk about like what you guys might want to see from something like that. So, all right, get over to Shooting the Shelf, and watch Eric, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye, guys.